Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be planting some garlic to overwinter. If you've not already subscribed to my channel, if you could please do so, because I'll give you lots of helpful hints and tips from my home garden, my home kitchen, and also of course my allotment. So I'm going to be showing you how I plant my garlic and giving you some top tips along the way. So first of all, you need to dig the area over that you're going to plant in. I had my white and red cabbages here, so I've dug it over. And I've also given it a good rake over. So you need something so you can plant in straight lines. So I use a plank, but you can use a couple of sticks and a bit of string in the middle, whatever suits you best. But I just find this is really easier because the string keeps breaking. Also, if you've got a dibber's really helpful as well. But if you haven't, then just a small trowel will do. So you also need to source your garlic. Now, garlic is one of those things where you can grow last year's crop. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using the garlic that I harvested this year, that I overwintered last winter to plant. Now, the bulbs that I'm choosing are the healthiest ones of all. You're not going to choose the ones that are quite small and didn't grow very well. You want to start with the really healthy ones. So I've chosen 4 of those. If you've not already got any garlic to plant, then I recommend you get it from a garden centre. And don't use the stuff in the supermarkets. It might work and it might not, but you don't know what climate it's been used to. So if you want to guarantee a good harvest, I would be getting it from a garden centre or use the ones that you grew from last year like I've done. So first of all, you need to break them up. So you literally break the bulb up into the separate cloves, and it's the cloves that you plant. And if you find any that don't look very healthy, then don't plant them. Unless you've got plenty of space, I suppose you can poke them in and see what happens. So first of all, I need to tidy them up. So I take all the dried bits off. Don't worry too much because they will shoot. If I left these in my summer house, which is where they are now, they would all just naturally shoot whether I planted them or not. So don't worry too much, but just take off most of the loose bits as I'm doing there. And obviously you don't want the root on. So there we go. So I've got a selection of those. I will break the rest up as we go, but I've got a good selection there to be getting in the ground. So I'll put my gloves on. Now, a top tip that I do is I often double glove, especially this time of year, because everything's really wet and your fingers end up getting really, really mucky. If you're not bothered about your hands getting mucky, then that's fine, but I painted my nails yesterday, so I've got 2 pairs of gloves on there, and that will pretty much protect my hands and my nails, and I won't get too grubby. A lot of people ask me how I do so much gardening with such lovely nails. Well, I double glove most of the time is the simple answer. So let's put the plank down. So I've got a nice straight edge to plant my garlic in. Like so. 3 rows in here, probably 2 or 3 rows. So a nice straight line there. Get my dibber and put your dibber in the ground, and you're planting your garlic. It's very similar to when you plant your onions. And you plant your garlic the depth of the bulb. So that's your bulb, and you have that much earth above your garlic bulb. So the same amount of depth of the bulb is the amount of soil you have on the top. So I've put a nice dibber hole in there, and I'm just going to poke that in gently. And like with the onion sets, you don't earth up around it. You just let nature take its course and it will just fill itself in. So I don't bother. About the same width as what you did with the onions, about 15 centimetres. So ever so simple, you just drop it in. Obviously, when you plant something like this, there's absolutely no need to water because it's moist enough. So I literally just drop them in the ground. Obviously, the pointed end at the top. So where I broke these bulbs, obviously the bit that was attached to the root goes in the bottom and the pointed bit goes towards the top. I know it seems really obvious, but I do get the odd person ask me because they're not sure what to do. So I'd rather tell you something obvious than you make an obvious mistake. Waggle it around a little bit and drop your bulb in. So really, really simple. Such a simple thing to grow, and it's so incredibly lovely to grow your own garlic. I mean, I've been using mine all throughout the year and I've still got a few bulbs left, but I am mindful of the ones that I've got left, the ones I'm not planting. You do need to start eating them quite quickly if you've got any left, because they will start to shoot and then they won't be any good. So obviously these will stay in the ground until probably June-ish next year, when I'll hopefully have lovely garlic and we can follow the journey through so you can see how the garlic grow. If you've got any questions about growing garlic, if you've never grown it before, then please do put them in the comments, and as always we'll do our best to answer those comments. So I hope you enjoy planting garlic this year, and let me know how you get on.